There'll never be no comparison. You're live on the show. Sit back and have a listen. LDBC, this is your boy Coach Shelton Harrison. You're live on the Coach Shelton Harrison Boxing and MMA Show Live. Okay, folks, you know, I really dedicate my channel to really providing a platform for the women. And hopefully when my channel grows large enough, they'll have a large platform to voice their opinions, you know. And that's just the way that is. But we'll see, man, because I got to start from the bottom and I got to work my way up to the top. And you know, Coach is going to do that. But I want to talk about, man, Miesha Tate's decision to retire, or so she say. Okay? I don't buy it right now. Okay? I just don't. I don't buy it right now. I don't think that she really wants to retire. I think she's saying that. But I don't think she really wants to go out like that. And folks, that's just the way that is. See, man, let me tell y'all something about these women, man. Miesha Tate, for years, man, she struggled financially. For years, okay? Before she even made significant income, you know, fighting in the octagon, Miesha Tate struggled, man. And it was a struggle for her, man. I mean, honestly, man, she had to do a lot of things, man. And I know I ripped her a few times about taking her clothes off. But she did those articles and a lot of ads, man, where she posed semi-nude. She did it, man, to make the money. Like, she was trying to make ends meet, man. She was trying to pay her bills from month to month. And it was tough for a long time. Miesha Tate fought for little to no money, man. And it gotten real bad, man. It gotten real bad. And, you know, she just, you know, had to learn how to survive. She did odd jobs. She did a whole lot of things, man, to try to make, you know, to make it in doing women's MMA. Like she did. And a lot of the women, even Rocky Pennington, man, she struggles financially at times, man. She just do, because the sport, for what they have it at now, man, for fighters like Rocky and for fighters like even Chris Cyborg, man, they struggle financially because these fighters, they can't sell them as fast. They just can't sell them. They're hard to sell to the public, you know, for eye candy. And folks, that's just how I can break that down. I'm sorry. Miesha Tate began to understand that, you know what, her body is good on the eyes. Like, you know, that's what she began to understand. And so she started selling herself in different ways. Now, you know, I'm not saying she was a porn star. I'm not saying any of that. But what I'm saying is that, yeah, she did some ads where, you know, she was semi-nude. She did some bikini ads. She did a lot of, like, sexy posing ads. She did a lot of that, man, which she really and truly didn't want to do those things. But she did it because if she didn't do it, she wouldn't be able to pay her bills. Folks, that's real, okay? Remember, I done read so many of these contracts. I mean, my brain was going to explode, okay? Miesha Tate couldn't make ends meet, man. I mean, now at the end of her career, yeah, you know, she makes a pretty good, decent living. It's a good income. It's still not enough for her to say, you know, well, you know, I'm going to be set for the next 10 years. No. Miesha Tate, if she does decide to retire, she's going to have to do something else. Like, She don't have enough money to just sit back and say, I'm done. That's not how it works with the women. Maybe Ronda Rousey probably would. Maybe Ronda does. Okay, maybe Ronda, because Ronda has had a few big paydays. But, I mean, the average woman, even your top women in MMA, in the UFC, Strikeforce, Invicta, doesn't matter. They don't have enough money. They don't. I mean, you know, you saw the documentary on Leslie Smith, man. She pretty much, man, below poverty. I mean, that's how bad it is. And you think about all the people they got to pay. They got to pay trainers. They got to pay, you know, cut men. They got to pay all these people, man, before they even get to see any of their purse. They got to pay the management team. They got to pay Dana White. He get his cut, which, you know, I don't know why his cut is so much more bigger than theirs. And this idiot, he don't even get in the ring and fight. But that's the subject for another video, okay? I don't think she done. I think Miesha Tate got caught up in the emotion because she got beat by somebody who looked up to her. And I think that kind of really bothered Miesha Tate more so than her losing. Let me tell you something, man. Miesha Tate has fought a lot of world-class opponents. She done beat a lot of world-class opponents. And see, when people say that Miesha is washed up, I have to really, really look at, okay, have many of you ever been inside a ring? Have you ever been inside of an octagon? Have you ever had a fight? Let me tell you something. If you've never fought, okay, a lot of times you got to almost fall back because you don't know what you're talking about. Look, man, Miesha Tate done been in some wars, man, back to back. She done been in a lot of wars. And honestly, her last 3 fights, that took 4 years off of her right there. I mean, think about it. Look, man, when she fought Ronda Rousey, man, I mean, the girl literally got her arm wrecked, man. Her arm was destroyed. She had to recover from that. But no, Miesha Tate came back quickly. Fought Ronda again. Same thing happened. Arm got wrecked. Same arm got wrecked. She came back again. Okay, came back again, and you can tell, man, that she wasn't as sharp as she was after taking those two arm wreckages from Ronda Rousey. She wasn't. Okay, but she still pressed on. Then, she fought a hard-fought battle against Holly Holm, man. I'm talking about really, Holly Holm was piecing her to death, man. She fought a hard battle. That fight, Miesha Tate was taking some shots. And then she jumped right back in the ring to fight Nunes. Like months later, months later, man, she's back in the ring. But see, I also told you how those UFC contracts work, man. And literally, the UFC can present you. They present you with a contract. They tell you this is what you got to do. You don't really have a lot of option in the matter, okay? I'm sure Miesha Tate would have wanted to really heal her body. Like, dude, the girl, how is she able to rest? Think about it. How is she able to even rest and recover? How? And I said, man, Miesha Tate is back in the octagon too soon. Because that loss to Amanda Nunes, that was a brutal knockout, man. It was a brutal knockout. And see, she still was feeling the after effects of fighting Holly Holm. I mean, she was. I mean, people, that's just how it is. Because normally, man, I done seen Miesha Tate take some hits, okay? And she's able to bounce back. But when Amanda Nunes hit her the first few times, she crumbled. But see, that was a buildup. It's not Miesha Tate didn't have a chin that day. That was a buildup of all the other fights, the back-to-back fighting. Her body is a complete mess. I'm not saying her body looks bad. I'm talking about it's a mess. Internally, Miesha Tate is still dealing with injuries, man. She dealing with injuries when she fought Amanda Nunes. She dealing with injuries when she fought Holly Holm. She dealing with injuries still sustained when she fought Ronda Rousey. This is not a Miesha Tate that was 100%. Trust me. If this was a Miesha Tate that was honestly 100%, I think she would probably won a decision against Rocky. I don't think she would have knocked her out or tapped her out. Well, yeah, it's possible she could have had a tap out against Rocky. It was possible. Because a Miesha Tate that was healthy, that put that guillotine chokehold on Rocky, would have submitted Rocky Pennington easily. But you can tell, man, Miesha Tate just didn't have the dexterity. She didn't have the power. She was worn out, man. You can tell, man, she was worn out. Even her walk to the ring, man, she looked as if, man, she just didn't have the energy, man, to deal with Rocky Pennington. She didn't. But she didn't take enough time in between fights to recover. And that is the thing, that's the key. Unfortunately, man, when you're in so many darn wars, when you're just getting constantly hit and cut and your nose broken all the time, and just that stuff wear you down, man. Miesha Tate gonna sit back, and I'm gonna tell you what she gonna do. Coach Adamas is always right about these things. Miesha Tate is gonna sit back, and she is going to look at all the other talent, and she's still young, so she gonna think to herself, you know what? I'm still young. I'm still young. Okay, I'm very young. I can still do this. And she's going to want to get back in the ring with a lower tier opponent. That's what she's going to want to do. And she's going to get in there with somebody who's looking to make their name, probably a number 15th ranked opponent. That's what she's going to do. And then she's going to go in there and probably barely beat this girl and then probably retire. That's what's going to happen, okay? That's exactly what's going to happen, okay? People like Miesha Tate, they don't like losing, man. They can't take it. Now, she take it better. She take it well. She take it better than Ronda Rousey do. She take it better than Ronda, but, you know, this is eating Miesha up. She can't go out on the loss. I'm telling y'all, don't be surprised if you see Miesha Tate again in the octagon for one more hurrah. But it's not going to be against a top-tier opponent, you know. It's probably not, man. I can tell you that right now. But, see, this is also karma. All this is karma because you know you should have gave Holly Holm the rematch like you intended to. But no. Y'all decided to give it to Amanda Nunes, and this is what happens. It's all karma. And now one of Dana's, you know, golden girls that he can sell to the public as eye candy, she talking retirement. But you guys tell me what you think, man. This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. I'm done. Subscribe.